But I think you have to hit live. You have to start. No, I don't have an option. Okay, now I'm live. You started it. You didn't do the intro. Huh.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to
See, I'm
WWE's
That's
weekly Transformers live stream. I am Deemer, and of course, my good buddy, good friend, Deluxe Baldwin. How's it going, Deluxe?
if I can get this internet, it'd be great. I just got better internet, and it's still not working that well. So I'm going to have to get a new computer because either my Ethernet card is crap, or I don't know what I don't know what I need to. So I don't know.
It's all good, man. We'll work with what we got.
Thank you so much for stopping by. I guess I'm starting off. I said, yeah. So this is our weekly little podcast. This is 6. I didn't think it was going to. Well, my internet made this, so evidently, But I'm gonna try. I'm going to. I may be looking into getting a new computer because one is not, I guess, good enough to hold the. I don't. Anyways, but thank you so much for coming in. Whoever, thank you so much as always. Dimmer, how are you doing? How was your week?
I am doing okay, and I had a up and down week, if I'm going to be real with everybody, keeping it real. Personal life, there's been stuff going on with on the family side of things that we've been dealing with, but all is moving according to plan, hopefully. And on work side, work has been busy, and no complaints there. And that is life for a lot of us, I am sure. So on the whole, I'm alive, I'm healthy under my circumstances, and I am grateful. So also very grateful to be here with you all tonight. And Deluxe, what's going on with your week, my friend?
It's same old, same old. Go to work, try to do some reviews, and then go to bed. And that's about it. I'm going to be off camera tonight again, as usual. I'm sorry. You don't want to see my ugly mug anyways. But yeah, I'm going to have to look into getting a newer computer or something like that. So hopefully that might fix this. If that doesn't fix it, then there's nothing else I can do. I can't go live anymore. But want to thank you, everybody, for coming in. Everybody, I really appreciate that, as always. But yeah, as far as I know you've got a lot of stuff to show off. I didn't get anything this week. This past week, I did not get anything in, so I don't have anything to show.
Oh, okay. Well, all the stuff that you see behind me, I actually got in just one day. So I'll show you what dropped at my doorstep here.
Right.
So I got, and I know, Deluxe, you were asking me about this the one time, the Devastation's hand. So that'll give me an excuse to get the bots together and try out this hand. I am looking forward to putting that together. And something up your alley, Deluxe. This is the New Age Insecticons, the transparent version. So please don't lick them. That'll be fun. I did also get the cardstock here, Bumblebee. I do have a soft spot for this kind of molded version. The G1 nostalgia to it. So this was a cheap and cheerful find. I did get sent this. I have one, but he was sent to me, and I absolutely love this guy. So I'll be reviewing him fairly soon, I think, and bringing him to the light. So that'll be fun. Here's another one up Deluxe's alley, which is the Golden Lagoon video team from Magic Square. These are the Legend Scale ones. I do love the Golden Lagoon everything. I collect all the sizes, and anytime I find them, I grab them. So I am personally excited about that.
Nice.
I don't know if we have any Jurassic Park fans in today, but these are the Blockies TerraVenture set. So that'll be a whole hell of a lot of fun for me personally to put together. Looking forward to that as well. And the official Hasbro Swoop and Sludge that just came out. So there is that box. I know there's a lot of Dinobot collectors out there. And I finally got my copy of Gaudi or however you pronounce it. And I feel like it took forever for him to arrive. So just grateful that he finally made it to my doorstep. And then the cars. I don't know. Does anybody collect Jada? So these are Jada toys. This is the Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler. It's very, very cool. So I do have a bunch of other Jada toys stuff in my collection. And here is the Star Wars.
Yeah, I got some Jada
Volkswagen
toy stuff too as well.
So this is really, really fun, really, really cool. This is beautiful, actually. It's quite heavy too. And then this one is beautiful. The Darth Vader Porsche. So that is what came in this week for me. And that is.
That's a great haul, man.
Thank you. Thank you. So that was that. Chris is a collector of Jada, but the Mega Man figures. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, that's cool. Very cool. Very cool. So.
Yeah, I got some Jada figure. I got some movie stuff. I got Movieverse ones, and I got the last one I got from Jada was the G1 Jazz. I got that one, the last one. So I got that.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's cool too. That's cool. I love that.
Yep.
So, what about the news, Deluxe? What is? I know you just posted a news video. I didn't get around to it just yet, but tell us what's exciting, what's coming up, what is going on in the news of Transformers.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot as usual. It's been slow this year. Actually, it's been pretty slow. Some of the highlights were we got the Gear Factory Scout Quake is coming out. I think I may have talked about it last week, but we got some new pictures of that. Looks really good. I love the Gatling gun it comes with. It looks good. It's just a recolor of their Dreadwing, which was good. So I'm really excited for that. And the Waspinator, I talked about that a lot again. The Robot Toys Waspinator looks so good. I'm really excited for that. I'm glad we're finally getting a Masterpiece scale Waspinator. I do want them to go back and do a Legend scale, but the Masterpiece looks freaking awesome. So it's going to go well with their Scorponok. It's going to go well with the Takara Tomy and their Beast Wars stuff as well. A lot of add-on kit stuff. We have DNA toys coming out with some stuff. We got some Accia Studios. So we got some head sculpts coming from them for the primes, as always. They're doing. They also got some nice head sculpts for the Legacy Armada Optimus Prime, which looks good. Let's see if I can remember anything else that really stood out. Let's see the. Broadside looks pretty good. I didn't talk about it this time, but I talked about it last week. The 01 Studios Broadside looks pretty. It looks like it's almost fixed and come out. I think people's already reviewing it, so that's going to be coming out pretty soon. Not much for Legends as usual. We do have some recolors of their side swap. We got the Shatterglass version, which looks good. I love the scratch on the front of the hood. That's awesome. We also got a G2 version coming, and we also have a somebody tell me there was one transformed and it was Crosshairs or something, not Crosshairs, but deep cover. So they got a deep cover coming too for New Age. So really excited for that. Anything else one more thing for Legends that I said, I forgot what it was, but I mean, there wasn't really much Legends news at all. MP news, we got like an oversized MP44 coming, which, if you like that kind of thing, this thing is huge. There's also a new Prime coming from another company that it's really big too. They showed the renders of the alt mode this week, so that Prime is really big. You know, they showed it next to a Coke can, and it's really huge. So there's a huge, and it transforms too. So you know that's pretty cool. They got that coming. What's that?
No, I was just giggling about the size comparison.
Yeah, it was huge. What else I got? You know, Blockies has some. There's March 25th. There's supposed to be a Blockies some kind of show for Blockies. They're going to show off some new stuff, which is cool. I'm excited for that. Yellow Park has the Beast Wars stuff coming. They got Primal and Dinobot coming. I'm sure they're going to do all those. Now, this is the ones without the diecast. So if you want to wait for the diecast ones, I would probably wait for those, the Pro Max ones. But they look pretty good. You know, they look straight, from the cartoon. And that was about it. I mean, the stuff has been found. Wheelie and Outback have been found. My Wheelie just shipped. I should be getting that one tomorrow. Hopefully, it says Monday. Mine finally shipped from Walmart.com. So I'm going to get that Wheelie. Going to review that. Also got the Fans Hobby and the Chosen Prime TFCon LA. I got that coming in probably either Monday or Tuesday. The last of the Predators, the Jets. I got that coming in. I did get my pre-order in for Toxitron from 3.0 from Toy Dojo. So hopefully that will start shipping out pretty soon as well. And that was about it. Not like I said, I'm struggling trying to find stuff to put my news thing, but it is what it is. That's about it. I don't know if anybody knows anything that I talked about. If anybody watched my news thing yet, tell me what I put in there. I forgot what I put. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it sounds like there's some interesting stuff regardless of the legends lacking there. But now, and I don't know if you've talked about this or not before, but is New Age also doing a Combaticon set? I'm sorry, not Combaticon.
No.
The car set with Motormaster and Menasor. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think so. I mean, like I said, they showed off renders like 5 years ago. Then they had the breakdown pre-order has been on Show Z since like 2021, 2020, something like that. Okay. And they shown some prototype pics. Now I may make a video about this. I did find something. My boy Chuck, he posted this at New Age. There's a rumor that New Age might be done doing this stuff, and they might be doing their own kind of line, which I really hope it's not true. But there's something on TFW that someone that works closely with New Age and gets all their stuff is saying that they might be done. Like I said, because that's the reason why we haven't seen anything. Only thing we've seen new, we got the Sideswipe, and then we got Wreck-Gar. They haven't shown anything else after that. Well, they've shown a couple of the Stunticons, but I don't know for sure if that's coming out or not. But there's a thread on TFW 2005 that is stating that they might be done making stuff, and they might be doing their own original stuff or something. I don't know. I really hope that's not true, because I really, there's a lot of stuff I would love to get from New Age to finish off that. And it really sucked to have all that stuff that they put out and then they just quit. And it just, so I'm hoping it's not, true, but it could be. It could be.
Yeah, that'd be really disappointing. I know, especially for me, you're the one that got me into New Age and that. So, and I'm just trying to, get some back stuff, filled and ordered for the legend sides there. So that'd be a shame, because they generally put out really good products. And man, if they start doing their own thing and stop doing, the Transformers as we know it, that'd be a big bummer. I would feel sad, not just for that event, but for you as well. So,
oh yeah.
Where do you go from there, right? Who would be your go-to if New Age said we're calling it quits?
Man, that's a good question. I mean, I guess it would have to be Magic Square, but
Mm,
they got stuff coming out. I mean, they got the Technobots coming, but I
mhm.
mean, I guess it would have to be them. And I thought it might be Collector's Crafts because they put out a good set of Technobots as well, but they're moving on to Masterpiece stuff, which Dinobots. They got the combining Dinobots coming. And I think the new Dinobots combiner is like the Optimus Primes in everybody now. Everybody wants to make it, and it's getting oversaturated with just Dinobot
Yeah,
combiners everywhere. So
yeah.
I don't know what they should have done Abominus. They should have done the Terracons.
Mm.
Automatically after they did the Technobots. That should have been the first thing they did after that. But that's a good question. It probably, I mean, Magic Square. I haven't seen anything from Iron Factory really a lot. They got a lot of stuff. I mean, they got stuff down the pipeline as well, but they haven't shown anything. Like they haven't seen any prototype pics of their Minosaur from the Samurai series. So
Yeah.
they're up in the air too as well. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know really what the state of Legend scale figures are now. I mean, there's it's been dead in the water for a while. Like it's been like a year, almost a year and a half, and it's just been very seldom. We'll get a piece here and there. We'll get something shown here and there, and it's just I don't know. I really don't know what the fate of Legend Scale is going to be, which because it was booming for a while, and now it's just like it's at a stalemate right now. I don't know what's going on.
So Chris
Oh,
says
that's
he
right.
thought New Age showed a side of a car bot, maybe a hot rod or tracks.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
Hmm.
that. But we haven't seen anything
Interesting.
since then. That was October, I think. So I,
Last
I don't
year.
know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that would be such a shame. That really would be because I think they set a certain standard, because I was a Magic Square fan before I even knew about New Age through you. And and I thought, like for the core size competitors or whatever, like they were fun for me, right? And I know everybody complains about their vinyl plastic, but I personally enjoyed it because of the availability of being able to bend it around without breaking it. But
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
for me that worked. For other people it was definitely a hard no, and I get it. But I think after getting the new age stuff and toying with those, like there's an obvious difference, right? It's like a premium product.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
I don't see any other Legends company necessarily matching that kind of premium feel and kind of design quality on that scale if New Age bounces out. So that'd be a big shame.
Oh yeah, definitely would be. I mean, I always call them the fans' toys of Legend Scale. I mean, the
Mm,
sculpts, the
mhm.
materials, the paint is always usually on point. And it would be, I mean, like I always said, if I could start over, I would start over with New Age. I mean, I would definitely start off with Legends and 3.0, but New Age, I mean, that's always one of my go-to companies. I mean, I always expect to get something new from New Age, and it's going to suck if that's true because man, there's so many bots that we need to finish off that, and it would just suck because you're just done. Like there's nothing. If they don't put anything else out, you're just like, well, what the hell do I do now? I have a whole, half a collection of New Age legends that I can't, finish. I mean, I can
Mhm.
mix match with other stuff, but it won't look the same. They're different scales,
Right.
So I really hope that's not true, but we'll see. We'll see.
I feel that frustration. I feel it. Yeah, because it's not just about scale necessarily. It's about that aesthetic that they give. Like you said, I think that's a wonderful comparison. The fans' toys of Legend scale. Because I mean, for Legend scale, there really is no other aesthetic like they do as far as that goes. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Hopefully, keep our fingers crossed.
exactly.
Hopefully, they stay in the game and also keep the fire under the other third party legends makers because I mean Iron Factory has its own aesthetic and design that's very Iron Factory. You know what you're getting
Yeah.
into, right?
Oh
Magic
yeah,
Square the same thing,
definitely.
and then when you get into New Age it's a completely different kind of level I think there. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out, and for all our collectors' sakes and fans that we've grown into, hopefully, especially people like Deluxe, who is quite literally knee deep into new age. I hope they stay around. So
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Well, I mean, and just to go off on that, collectors crafts, I really think they have something to do with Iron Factory, because the early Iron Factory and what they've done before they did Samurai series, their stylization is the same. I mean, Technobot. I mean, if you took the Technobots and put them with your Iron Factory stuff, like the older Iron Factory stuff before the Samurai series, you couldn't tell the difference, in my opinion. They're same scale, same, just I said, same stylizations, same plastic they use. I mean, you could throw them in your Iron Factory collection and nobody would bat an eye. They look the same. So I think that they're working with each other, or they're the same. Iron Factory is just working under Collector's Craft and just saying that stuff. So I mean, I may be wrong, but it just they feel. I mean, every time I look at Collector's Craft, they look exactly like what Iron Factory puts out before they did Samurai series stuff.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. That blocky, chunky kind of feel and look. I agree. McFans Toys haven't put anything out either. Nothing new from MFT, I think. Really, right?
No, it's been a couple years since McFans Toys put out. I think I want to say the last thing I got from McFans Toys was Trax, maybe. I mean, they did really good with their triple changers. They did. I don't know if it was McFans Toys or McFans something hobby or something. I don't know, but they did really good. They did a great job with their triple changers. I thought Springer, all the triple changers were really good. But I haven't seen McFans Toys hasn't put anything out. It's been a while. I think the last thing I got from them was their Trax or something. It's been a minute, so
yeah, it's been a while.
I don't know what's going on.
That's a shame. And I don't know if there's, like they're closing up shop, or maybe if they are kind of aggregating together, if there's pressure under from first party Hasbro, or I have no idea. I mean, if anybody has any
I don't think Hasbro had anything to do. I mean, as far as legend scale, I don't know if they're. I've never heard. It could happen, but I've never heard of the third party or third party legend scale. A company has been as Hasbro said anything to them. It's mainly towards the MP stuff and stuff like that. But I don't know if Legends I don't know if they've ever messed with anybody for being legend scale. So I don't know. I mean, it could happen, but I've never heard anything so far.
Yeah, I couldn't even venture a guess, to throw out into that ocean. So, what's up, Ultra Mega?
Ultra Megatronus, man, what's up? Everybody, if y'all have any questions, everything. I have a question. I have two questions actually for you, Mr. Deemer.
Yes, sir.
We'd, kick this off and have some interest. So, my first question is, why do we keep buying waffle bots? And you know what I mean by waffle bots when the prices keep going up. The prices, because I just watched your review of the 3-pack of the Optimus Prime that looks terrible. I passed on the original one and I passed on that 3-pack because it looks like trash. But why do we keep buying these waffle bots, knowing what they look like when they begin? Like, people are going to buy that Astro Train knowing that it looks like crap. But still people are buying this. Why are we buying waffle bots when they cost more? And I just don't understand. What is the mindset? Is it just because we love Transformers or we have a problem?
I think that's a very, very good question. And I would be lying to you if I didn't have that question floating during that review that I just did for that 3-pack. Because,
Exactly.
And like you, I never got the first one for myself. I did get it for my daughter, but I completely forgot about even the way it feels, the way it looks, any of it, right? Because it was a few years ago or whatever, and I never looked at it again. So when I held this one, and I will tell you, the gray one feels really good. Like I said in the video, like, to give Hasbro credit, that gray one, for whatever reason, feels really good in hand. Forget the waffle bot aesthetic. That plastic feels thick and it has a pretty fair weight to it. So as I'm reviewing and thinking to myself, why would I get this other than if I wasn't a reviewer, of doing this? Would I get it? Absolutely not. But a couple things that I do get, I know that if I'm not reviewing them, they end up going to my daughter. And I get it for that moment, for that nostalgia feeling and whatever. And then I kind of just pass on. But I think the same sickness a lot of us have is I get it anyway so that I can hold it and see it and feel it and be like, oh, yeah, you look nothing like, what I remember the toy or
Yeah.
G1 or whatever, and then critique it. And then sometimes it's a hit and we're like, wow, they actually did good. So
Mhm.
there's been a few that they've done in the Age of the Prime series lately that have actually, in fairness, been good. But man, these waffle
Yeah.
bots are killing
Yeah.
me. They're just killing me. And I'm like, we went from $25 to 27.99 plus shipping and handling and whatever. And for that Optimus Prime, Devastation Prime, they're now like $15. And they've been like $15 after like that big blow up, I think, that happened a couple years back or whatever. And I think $15 might be a fair price for a waffle bot. At $15, if I had nothing better to do, I'd pick up a waffle bot. But at
But they're
28
30
bucks,
bucks now.
yeah, 28, $30, I'm like, what is the company thinking and what are we doing supporting this, bad behavior? It's reckless behavior at the end of the day on their behalf.
Yeah.
And like I called out in the video, like that corporate Americana greed kind of thing. And, keep pushing that market and seeing what they can reap. So that's how I see
Yeah.
it. And I don't know. What about you? Like, how do you feel about it? Why do you keep, buying them?
Because I like to be punished. I like to be spanked a lot. And
Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
don't know really. I mean, it used to be that, and a lot of reviewers go through this, and a lot of reviewers have, pointed this out, is that they stopped buying bots just to review them because it
Mhm.
was it was not worth it. Like right now, when I do a review, it's not worth it. I'm only getting 200 to 300 views on most of my reviews, anyways, and paying $30 for a bot that I don't want or don't like, it's not worth it anymore.
Mhm.
Now, Age of the Primes has put out some great stuff. I like all of the other. The only Age of the only Prime I like out of the 13 Prime I don't like. I'm sorry. The only one I don't like is the Star Convoy. I think that was just a waste of money. But the other Primes have been really great. I've liked them all.
Mhm.
And most of the lines, most of the line has been really good. The stuff before it has been pretty good. But there's certain ones, and I just don't. And I've said this several times. I don't understand that there has to be two groups of designers or whatever making stuff, because stuff like, and I always go back to Skybite. Skybite was so freaking awesome. The way they put paint on the sculpt work and the details in shark mode, I'm like, they can do that. They have the resources, they have the money to do that all the time. I don't understand why they can't do that all the time. And then when
Yeah.
you get something like the Target Master Sure Shot, he's just a straight waffle bot. I don't, there's no way the same team that made that Skybite made that Sure Shot. I mean, it's just, I think if that's his name, the orange and yellow, I think that's his name, Sure Shot.
Mhm.
Um, but it just boggles my mind that like I said, they can do so much. They could do so much better, and especially when you're upcharging up to like $30 for a deluxe, 45 for a Voyager, $60 for a leader class now. I mean, golly. I mean, they shrunk too. Not all of them, but you can tell. And I hate when Hasbro does this. They throw in a couple extra pieces, and they're like, "Oh, now it's a leader scale from a no, damn well it's not. That Springer was a Voyager scale. You add on a bomb and a couple pieces, a couple extra, like a sword or something, and now you want to charge $15 more. Like, come on, man. And all that stuff to go in the box anyways. And it's just like, come on, man. Y'all are. I mean, I don't want to say y'all are better than this because you're not being like that, but you know, I don't know, man. I don't have anything really I'm looking for. The only thing I'm looking for, I got Wheelie coming tomorrow. I'm excited for Wheelie because for some reason I'm a secret fanboy for Wheelie, so I want
Right.
everything Wheelie. So I'm really excited to get that. I'm really excited to review that guy. I'll probably get Outback too. That's probably the only one I need. Then there's a couple of things coming down the line. Power glass coming. So there's some other ones that green Prime. Which one? I forgot the name of it. Looks like a unicorn kind of. He looks
Yeah.
better. So it's just that one looks so great. I know it's probably going to be really good. And then they're going to make stuff that like I don't know who made that. It's like there's no way the same team made that same thing. So I don't know.
No, I think very valid points, and I think Quentin brings
Oh,
up
that's
a good
true.
one here. Sometimes you don't want to miss out on getting
Yeah,
it
I was gonna say
because
that's true.
Liege Maximo, thanks, Big Bot. That's who you were referring to, that purple or that
Yeah,
green one there.
next.
Yep. Yeah, so sometimes that's very true, Quentin. Like sometimes the weirdest things will go out of stock and they don't come back. And when they do, it is ridiculously priced, and you're thinking, but why? Right. And so there is that little FOMO, sitting on the side of our shoulder saying, click buy, and you don't know what's going to happen or whatever. So sometimes there is that, but generally speaking, I think the more that this goes on, the less appetite I have to give into that. In fairness, because I'm like, you know what, 3P is just going to redo this in a better format. So I'll just wait and see what, even like Byway, like I'm telling you guys, like Byway is like a little secret gem. They come up with, this guy was like 20, 23 bucks delivered. You're not going to get this, deluxe to maybe Voyager class size, new Voyager, new deluxe class size bot that looks great, that plays well, that gets his seat at my desk kind of thing. So for 20 bucks, whereas we're getting much simpler, more waffle bot, more of the same, less for more kind of thing from first party. And it's like, why are we doing this? So not to, beat that dead horse, but it is getting
Man,
frustrating, at least for me. So
I think it's an addiction, man. It's an addiction for me. I mean, I've always collected something in my whole, starting off as kids. I collected baseball, football, basketball cards. Throughout, I collected CDs, taped CDs, and so forth. I've collected, as a kid, you always had a collection of, He-Man, all that stuff, and Transformers, and GI Joe, and now, it's Transformers, 5-2 toys, and stuff and everything. I think it's an addiction. I think it's like a little high you get. Like it used to be when going to stores, you would find it, when you found something, it would be such a high. And now whenever you get, like you just said, you got all that stuff in one, mail day. I mean, that must have been, a really big high. And I think that's what I think it's chasing that high again. Like, if you're like, it's a crack fiend, once I've never done drugs in my life, but I've heard that if you take crack one time, you're always chasing that high, that first high. So I think that most people are chasing that high of getting something in the mail now or finding something at the store.
So interesting point. And let me ask you this, and this can be answered by you guys too in the chat. Would you rather go back to the older days where you actually go and feel and experience, say, like at Toys R Us or a big store wherever your locale is, versus like just going and scrolling online and seeing what's on the pre-order page and be like, add add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, and wait for it to come in? Because I have an answer for me personally, but I'm curious to what you guys all think.
For me personally, I mean, it's never going to be that way going to the store anymore. I mean, you can tell that Walmart and Target and all those are shrinking. I mean, there's only like a little section. There's maybe 1 to 2 rows full of action figures, and it's never going to be the same like it used to be. So it's going to have to be the mail thing, But
Mhm.
I do like it's pretty cool walking in Walmart, Target, and finding something. Very seldom that I do because I already find who'd I find? I found something. I found one of the last waves, and everything, at the store, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, it's just I don't think it's going to be the same anymore, going to the store and finding that stuff all the time. So,
Mhm.
distribution is terrible.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And Big Bot Bodega also makes a fair point that sometimes, especially with today's world, it helps us deal, it helps us cope, right? And whether it's something very local to you and personal at home or on a bigger societal scale, there is that coping mechanism. I totally get it. Like, I'm an escapist. That's why I love movies and I love like the B-rate cheesy movies, the horror movies, whatever, etc. Because I totally switch off and I forget what everything else is going on around me. So I like the escapism of it. And I think with collecting, there's a same kind of familiarity with that escapism as well for me personally. So I totally relate to that sentiment, and I think that's really, really good and fair. Yeah, I do miss going to the stores too. Like,
I miss.
go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just like I said, I do. Yeah, I mean, I'd still go looking, but I know I'm not going to find anything because I've already got it, or it's the same stuff. Like I said, distribution around here is trash. But every once in a while, there's something new, and I'll be like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Like I found some NECA stuff. I found two Michael Myers that I really wanted, I needed. There's two new Jasons coming out from Friday 13th. They're going to come out, so I'm hoping that they're at the Target or something. So I'm excited for that. But it is pretty cool to find something. It's very seldom, but once you do, it's you're like a little schoolgirl, a little giddy, like, oh my goodness, another I found something. My wife loves that. Whenever I find something with her, she just gets so excited.
That's cute. I love that. Yeah, I mean, like my wife's the same thing. Like we celebrate each other's like, wants or whatever. So for her, it's shoes and purses and that kind of stuff. And she gets generally excited, and I love that for her. And like for me, it's this stuff, right? That's around me. And so, and my birthday's coming up, and she's been asking me like all month, what do I want? What do I want? And I said, look, at this point in my life, I just want us all to be healthy and happy and loving and caring, and just everybody be good and just spread a smile around. Like that's what I want. It's
Yeah.
evolved a lot. Like ask me some years later, and I could have been something materialistic, like a transformer or something that is harder to get or on the more expensive side or whatever the case is. But man, lately, as time goes on, and you take a look, around you, and you're like, man, I just want something simple. And so she was like, my brother came over to visit today, and he was like, let's move to, he picked a place. And I said, why would you go there? I said, it's on the Atlantic and it's cold and it's no sunshine for like 8 months out of the year. I'm like, if I go, I'm going to Hawaii, and just live out my days in that sun and whatever comes my way kind of thing. So I'm like orienting towards like just I want peace in my life and things and people that make me happy more than anything else. So, but I digress.
Oh, shucks. Oh. Okay. I got one more question that I was going to ask. So, are there any bots left that you need for your MP collection, or like if there's any left? I have one set that I think I can name, but do you need any? Because I know
Um,
you would have to take like stuff from Fans Toys, DX9, and so forth, and
mhm.
I think you could have almost a complete G1, some season 1 through season 3. So I think you have everything, but I think well, I'll go first. I'll just say the deluxe Insecticons. I think we need MP scale deluxe Insecticons,
Ooh,
and
ooh.
but I can't think of anything else that we need because I mean X Transbots had Omnibots and thing, and Punch. They did the monster bots. So I think there's even the Deluxeticons they would need to finish off your MP scale bots and everything.
That's a great one. Geez, what would I want to see in a masterpiece scale that we don't already have to complete? Oof, that's a great question. Are there masterpiece jump starters? I don't know, Ion. That's a great question. I really have no idea.
No, there are not. There are not. There are some chug scale ones from an old from Fans Pro or Mech Ideas or something. I think they were old, but there's not. Yeah, that's a good one. Good. That's a good one. Yeah, the jump starters. We do need some headmasters too as well. Then we need Brainstorm and we need Highbrow because I thought we would get one for Make Toys, but they keep teasing us with that. But I think we need a Brainstorm and a Highbrow. Um, I, Target Masters, I think, maybe, no, I don't think we need any Target Masters either as well. Yeah, Mech Ideas. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Um, MP Prime is a Unicron. Well, I mean, we got those. It might not be the scale that you need it to be, but they are MP scales. I mean, so they've already got those. Not the HasLab. But what do you think? Do you think there's any other ones that we need as far as MP scale?
As far as MP scale, needed an MP scale? Ooh. What realistically could we need in MP scale? I think all the classics ones that we already have. I'm racking my brain. I don't know that I would. For me in my collection, I don't know that I need anything MP scale that isn't available either first, second, third, first, third party, whatever. Insecticons, like you said, that's a great. I think there should be an Insecticon scale like that. Goodness, Wheeljack.
I think we need some bigger combiners as well. Like I know we have combiners, like
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Now we do have combiners like I want to say like Abominus. We need a bigger Abominus because the one that we got was kind of the earlier stages of combiners, and they don't scale as well with the new combiner. So we need a Abominus. So we got Computron. We probably need a bigger the Seacons. What's the combiner name? Piranacon. So we need a Piranacon. There you go. Masterpiece Seacons. Yeah, Piranacon, Abominus, and I think those two are the only ones we really need as far as G1. I would say we need another Predaking too as well to scale. I mean, we do have. I mean, we got the King Toys one, but I would like to have more of a G1-ish one, I guess. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love the King Toys one. It's it's Nazi stylized, but I think we need a G1, more of a G1 kind of cartoonish one. But I think that's the only two because we have the train bots. We got those, and I think Piranacon and Abominus are the only combiners as far as G1 that we need, to be in the scale with what we have now.
I agree. I think having the combiners on the G1 scale, masterpiece scale would be more on the completionist side. That'd be perfect. And then I know that we're talking about like some big figures here in the chat. My question to the chat is, how big is too big? At one point, we're talking like between Divorce Class and Cell 01. Like, how big is too big at that point, right? Like, because these bots, and Deluxe was talking about the Optimus Prime earlier. Like, we're getting Optimus Primes that are literally 2 feet in height now. So, or 27 inches, we've breached the 2 feet mark. So how big is too big? And I know I'm an oversized collector too. I love them. But is there anything that's too big other than Divorce Class, and we could argue Divorce Class too, because I think that makes a great Halloween prop personally. So what's too big?
Yeah, that's true. Giggity. I don't know. I mean, there's just, I didn't get the Metroplex because I don't have any room for it and just didn't want it because I heard some bad stories about it. But, it needs to stand up in bot mode. And if you put it in the city modes, it's just too. I mean, it's going to take up so much real estate, retail space and everything. But I meant, you know, for Unicron, it would have to be, the HasLab Unicron works really well with kind of like Doctor Wu stuff. Legends might be a little too big for it, but the Doctor Wu stuff is just perfect for that HasLab Unicron. Now the 01 Studios Unicron and Prominence are kind of small. They're not, they're not going to be in scale because they'd have to be, like a divorce class just to be even close to what it's supposed to be scale wise. But there's a couple of things that MP wise, that they definitely need. Like the Duocons, what Chris was saying, that we need those two. The Jump Starters, Deluxe Insecticons, a couple of the Headmasters. So not a whole lot, really, to be honest. For seasons 1 through 3, there's not really, like I said, you'd have to take from different companies, to make them, make it complete. But there's not a whole lot left, really, that needs to be made. And I'm really surprised we have not gotten the Deluxe Insecticons yet. I'm waiting for those.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's been quite some time, and I think it's overdue. And maybe, I don't know, maybe are they not popular enough for them to consider? I don't know. They need to make their cash on.
I think they would be.
Yeah, I think they would be too. But from a corporate perspective, where's their financial alignment? I wouldn't know. But I think there's enough of us. There's enough of a fan base for it to peak that MP scale, and make us happy.
Well, I mean, just if one company, just like I said, a lot of people crap on X-Transbots, but they have given us stuff that we're not going to get from other companies. Omnibots, Punch Counterpunch. We're getting the Junior Target Masters now with we had Scoop, and now we're getting the cement truck, not the cement truck, but the truck one. I forgot his name off the top of my head. But we're getting Junior Target Masters now from them. Yeah. So they're giving us stuff that we're, that other companies are not doing. So if Fans Toys decided to make some Deluxe Insecticons, they would sell because first of all, it's Fans Toys. And I would say if X-Transbots did the Deluxe Insecticons, it would sell because nobody's making them. Landfill, thank you very much. That's that's the next one. I'm excited for that. But if X-Transbots, decide to make them, or Fans Hobby, maybe, they did the, Monster Bots, they might could do the Deluxe Insecticons. I don't know for sure. But, if one company took the risk to make the Deluxe Insecticons out of MP scale, they would sell because you would not see anybody else doing them in the future, anytime soon. So.
Yeah, no, that's true, man. That's absolutely true. Speaking of Insecticons, when's Dr. Wu's Insecticon shipping?
Mine shipped already. I should be getting mine this week. Hopefully I should be getting mine this week. Mine shipped 2 weeks ago, just about.
Yeah, same, I think.
From Show.
So, yep. So that should be fun. So on the opposite end of the scale of too big, what's too small? Like, is Dr. Wu like the smallest we get? Because now we have, I've seen some smaller, right? And maybe those are too small. So, but
I don't think they're too small. I mean, you have Galaxy Toys now. They threw their scale into the ring. They're a little bigger. They're Dr. Wu, but they're not as big as Legend scale. They came off the Seekers and they got the Prime. They got some other stuff too. I think they got Reflector. They did one of the mini bots, which was weird. They did the tank. So I don't know. I mean, they came in and made their own scale. I don't think too small. Like I said, the Dr. Wu goes really great with the city bots. For your Hasbro, Promise, and Unicron. So I don't think that it could be too small. I mean, world's smallest, they're really small, but they stopped making those a long time ago. So
yeah.
So.
Did you see the repaints of their primes for Galaxy Toys, or not Galaxy Toys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it Galaxy? Yeah, Galaxy Toys. They got the clear one, which I want to order. and they got some the colorful one, the mixed color ones. It's supposed to be like a chicken thing or something. I don't know. I'm not getting that one. I'm good. I'm gonna get the clear one, and that's the only one I'm gonna get from. I got
Mm,
their first prime, and it wasn't that good in my opinion.
right.
But I'm gonna get the clear one because it's clear.
Yeah, when I saw that on the page, it just reminded me of Make Toys with their Star Screams. I'm like, oh, we're gonna do this with Optimus Prime. That's oh,
Exactly. Exactly.
how funny. Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, there's it's there's a couple here and there that plug the hole in, giggity. But you know, MP scale, there's not a whole lot left that really needs to be made. We just keep rehashing. Now it's just what can we do? What can we change a little bit here and there? Like Fans Toys has got the smoke screen and Prowl them coming. We've already had those out. DX9 is coming
Mhm.
out with redoing their stuff, with Prowl and stuff, and they reissued. Oh, I talked about reissuing Galvatron. They I don't know why they thought that people want this. I think that's when that Galvatron from DX9 came out like 2015, 16. The feet are
Mhm.
ugly. Now I have the DX9 one Galvatron
Mhm.
because I got it when it came out, but
Right.
I don't see why they needed to reissue this because you have Fans Toys, you got two options that are so much better than that one, and you had the X Transbots one. So I don't know why they thought that people wanted that, but if I guess if you missed it, you get a chance to get it. But I'm sure there was tons of on eBay anyways. But that
Right.
was kind of a head scratcher that they reissued their Galvatron, which was just I don't know what they was doing, but it is
Yeah,
what
I
it
think
is.
like when some of these bigger third party companies are pushing out a certain product and they see the popularity, like I mean, when Galvatron came out with Fans Toys and then XTV, right? I think maybe what they were doing is trying to ride a little bit of that excitement for that figure, and maybe that's why the reissue happened. I have no idea. That's just speculation on my end, but that's how I interpreted it at least.
Yeah,
So like, you know, oh, there's the
it's
Galvatron
just
wave.
it's outdated. It's so outdated now. I mean,
Mhm.
what we got from Fans Toys and what we got from X Transbots, I mean, you can look at the feet and they're just they're so bad. And it's just like, but it was cool, like when it first
Right.
came out, everybody, that was, I think they were the first one to do a Galvatron, I think, in MP scale.
Mm.
So, it was cool back then, but like I said, that's just 10 years late. I mean, now it's
Yeah.
just like you put them next to that Fans Toys one, and you're just like, yeah, not gonna happen. Not happening. But like I said, if you like it, you love it. I mean, if you love it, that's all that matters. But there's better choices out there than the DX9 Galvatron. Just saying.
I agree.
So
I agree. Did you ever end up getting the XTV version of Galvatron or no?
no, I did not. I passed on it. I got
Yeah.
the 1.0 Galvatron. I'm fine with that. I would like to. If I got another one, it would be the 2.0 Fantasy one. I don't know.
Mhm.
I've heard some mixed feelings about the X Transbots one, so I'm probably going to pass on that one.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
So, well, I mean, we've been on for a little bit. Anybody got any questions? If y'all do have any questions, put them in there in the comments, and we'll definitely read them. If not, then we'll probably head out and enjoy y'all the rest of your night. I'm sure there's somebody live right now. You can go watch if you want to, and have a good time. But um, as always, I want to thank everybody that came in. We really appreciate that. People watching this and all of that stuff. And, we do appreciate the back and forth with y'all. We love, chit chatting with y'all and, just, having a good time talking about Transformers and everything. So, I mean, do you have any other questions, Deemer? Do you have anything you want to talk
I
about?
had I had a question written down here somewhere. Let's see.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so
Well, you can come over
here,
anytime you want to, Chris.
here's one that kind of are there any combiners you started collecting but then stopped for a certain reason?
As far as like,
Any
um,
any company, you just started collecting their combiner and then decided like I'm calling it quits. I don't want any more from this company.
You know
Or
what? That's a good. That's a good one. I didn't complete my King Toys Predator. I only got, I think I got three of the bots, and I stopped. Let's say so I was supposed to pick up Razor Claw, and he came with one of the wolf feet, and I got like an early copy. Someone sent me an early copy to review, but I never got it. I never bought it on my own, and I missed out on the other ones too. So I did not complete my Kane's Toy Predator King. So I need to go back and try to complete that. I think that'd be pretty cool too. I have the Legend Scale one complete, but I don't have the MP Scale one complete. What about you?
I have I started a combiner and not completed it. The only one I think that I'm iffy about was the one that came out not too long ago, towards the end of late last year, I think. Forget, it's a third or fourth party one that basically, it's very light plastic. It's obviously cheaply made, and I think they only put out one of the figures for Predaking. Do you remember who that was? I can't even remember who it was at this point. And I think I joked with you on the.
Are you talking about Legend Scale?
I think it was Legend Scale. And I told you I think I'd probably just end up giving
QQT.
it to my daughter. Which company?
I think it was QQT.
QQT. Yeah. QQT.
They gave us two of the leg bots, and they haven't shown anything. And now, since that fourth party one that came along, the great something, they gave us two bots already, and I'm sure the third one's coming out pretty soon. I'm going with them. Instead, the QQT one was terrible. It felt like 3D printed materials, and with bad 3D printing materials. And I wasn't very happy with those two.
Yeah, same. I think that's probably the only one that I stopped. I don't think, like, the Kang toys at one point I thought I was going to stop collecting, just because it became so ridiculous to find the other members. I think I got like the first three, and then to find the next set was like ridiculous for a while until things calmed down. But I did end up completing that set. They're still all in their boxes, so I'll have to have some, love of hating myself for a while to put them together. So, other than that,
I may have to go to eBay to get the Predacons, because I didn't get the Monkey Bot. I forgot which ones I didn't get, but I didn't get Razor Claw and everything. So I think I'm missing like at least three from that MP Predaking. They're sold out everywhere. So I'll probably have to go pay an extra tax on them. And I'm just kind of hoping somebody else comes along and does a Predaking. I know I'm going to get the Takara one that's coming out, but that's not going to be in scale with the other combiners I have. It's going to be mainly a Chug combiner, I think. But it says MP, but they're going to be small. So I'm kind of waiting for somebody from Fans Toys or somebody, or maybe Craftsman's Toys or something, to do a Predaking, and I would definitely finish that one.
Yeah, that would be really amazing if they came up with a clean Predaking G1 style. I would love that.
Oh, I did too, Chris. That's a good one, Chris. Yeah, I did not get the Hotspot because it took, oh my gosh, I think that took at least 5 years to get Hotspot, because I was waiting. I got all four of them, and they don't scale anything. They're the smaller scale too as well. They're kind of like the Chug scale now. But I never got the Hotspots because it took so long, and now we have other defensors that are much better. And I quit that one too as well. That's a good one, Chris. Thank you.
So, Cynical Banana wrote a comment on my video just earlier tonight about the metallic paint on Voltron, and man, I'm telling you, I did some work on my Voltron to fix some of the issues with the teeth. And
oh, did you? That's awesome.
Yeah, so I did spend some time, and he is coming together much better for me. And Cynical Banana, his paint is beautiful. It is a piece of work, and I have been putting a little bit of like I got his ab crunch a little bit more stiff now, so that really works out better. And now I'm just working on his knees a little bit. I got this one a little bit, so not consistently droop by itself so hard. So
Yeah.
now I got to work on the blue one too,
That's
because
good.
this one is just, it doesn't even like stand on its own.
Yeah, you got a bad one, man. Mine doesn't even come close to that. Mine's stiff as a rock, giggity. But I watched your video and I was just like, man, yeah, you got some bad ones. That was because mine's not even close to that. So
Yeah, so I did put a little bit of elbow grease time on him and taking some parts apart and whatnot, but he's been interesting, and the more that I actually dive deep into him, the more I'm
mine's
falling
right
in love
there.
with him. So
Mine's right there.
yeah, oh, beautiful, love it,
Yeah.
love it, love it.
I got mine in the little case right now.
Such a beautiful piece. Highly recommend if you guys get a good
But
copy, especially.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. It's a great Voltron. I have 3 Voltrons now. I never thought I would say that I have 3 Voltrons, but I do have 3 Voltrons right now. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to get them out. I may do some comparisons to if I can find my SLG one, and I do have the Netflix one, the 10th anniversary one. I do have that one out. I may do
Oh
comparisons,
wow,
but
cool.
I don't
Cool,
know. We'll
cool.
see. Uh, but yeah. So I guess that's going to be it. Once again, I want to say thank you so much for everybody coming in. It was a great show as always. I love doing this. This is fun. Hopefully, I will get a better computer so I can actually, start streaming and start doing better. Because this one is crapping out. Like I said, I come off good. I can hear Deemer fine, and y'all can hear me fine. But it is a delay for me. It's like 3 second delay whenever I talk. Deemer don't hear it till like 3 or 4 seconds later. So I don't know what is causing that. But I got better internet this a couple of days ago. I got like 2 gig. I may have to go back up to 1 gig because that's not the problem. It's my hardware that's really jacking up. So I may have to. Oh, I got the Lucky Cat too. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I got 4. I'm sorry. I have 4 Voltrons. I forgot about the Lucky Cat. Thank you so much. I do remember that one. That was a good one too. I love that, the kind of 5.2 toys thing. That was pretty cool. But I do have that one. So, but yeah, I need to upgrade my hardware, and hopefully that will fix everything. But like I said, I just want to thank everybody as always coming in. And like I said, we'll be here next Sunday, same time, same, all that good stuff and everything. We'll have more stuff hopefully to talk about. And yeah, as always, be good to yourself. Hell freaking Transformers. And anything else you guys say tonight, Mr. Deemer?
No, just repeating what you said. Thank you guys. We love hanging out with you guys, hearing your comments, questions, points, counterpoints on stuff too is always interesting to see where people are at. So thank you guys for spending time with
Yeah.
us and taking time out of your lives to be with us. And stay young, stay fun. We will see you next week, hopefully, and bring any good questions and comments and ideas with you next time. Until then, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out.